Good morning. So I'm having some thoughts and I want to put them out there straight away. Is that when I have my own personal agenda towards my twin flame, okay, this was coming through, and now that I'm putting it into words, I'm having to shape it better. So hold on. Um, as long as I have expectations or wants or needs or some kind of agenda or some way that I'm putting myself first in the connection with my twin flame, then I am not completely free to want for his best interest. So, because I have my own agenda hooked onto it. So, in order for me to truly, truly, truly want what's best for him in his life, which is um, pure love, that is unconditional love. As long as I have an agenda, or as long as I am wanting to hold on to him or keep him to me, to myself, then I am stopping his expansion. And because we are the same soul or of the same soul essence, it's like stopping my own self. And he can pick up on it. He can pick up on it, and I can pick up on it. And when it's coming in the other direction as well. And and then we'll continue to be spiraling, because when there is that energy in between us, then it keeps the like the rubber band going. You keep drawing close to each other, and then that mistrust, because it's mistrust. It's it's the feeling that the other doesn't have pure intentions for me, or doesn't want truly for my best, and then you don't trust that other person to want what's best for you. And then when there's that energy in between, then you always have to be on guard with that person, and on guard of what they tell you, if they're trying to hold you back, to hold you in place. See, I don't want that energy around me either, and I pick up on it just like that. Yeah, regardless if I am regardless, I want somebody next to me that truly has my best interest for me in his heart. To love is to want to watch that person grow and flourish. It's just the funnest thing to watch, because you love that person and you want to see them do their thing. The bird up there flapped its wings. That sounded like an applause. So today's Friday morning. There are a whole bunch of bees over here in this flower bush behind me. See, the birds and the bees, the birds and the bees. It's like being in heaven on earth. And of course, there has to be dogs there. It smells so nice, and it's nice and cool in this canyon. And everything smells so nice, and everything is so still. It's like it just is. Everything just is as it is. So yesterday, my daughter and her boyfriend opened their um, I guess you'd call it like a bar restaurant in a tour. So I went to the opening with my family, and I always feel like missed opportunity because yesterday I saw him. I saw my twin flame at the beach only for about an hour. And then I went and met my parents and we drove up together to my daughter's opening. It was really nice. They did a really good job. They did a spectacular job. They That place is really nice and it's sitting there and there's a view. You can see like over in the um like in the distance you can see the Jordanian mountains. So they have a spectacular view there. I got up this morning. It's Friday. I got up this morning pretty early. I lazed around in bed, which is a new thing for me. For years and years and years, I wake up and jump out of bed. And this learning how to just take it a little bit easy and just being for a minute in that, sleep mode is doing me good. It's teaching me how to let go a little bit. It used to be I would jump up and get coffee. And anymore, I'm usually awake for about an hour before I even get out of bed. I do my meditation and you know, I get up, I go brush my teeth and drink water and go to the bathroom. And then I go back to bed and I do a guided meditation of my twins. See, he has such a big place in my life already. And I was thinking yesterday, like he's in the middle of my life. It's like everything that I do, he touches. There's a reminder of him in it. Even this place. I think this was one of the first places that we came. Maybe the first place that we came. Like yesterday, I could have invited him to come with to my daughter's opening. Um, but there's all sorts of reasons I know that I didn't. And I think it's because emotionally I wasn't ready to, I don't know. First of all, hear the no, the rejection, because there's so many times I ask him to do things and he says no. And then sometimes when he says no, it depends on, how it's said, why, or, you know, a lot of times when I ask something like that, I'll get a reminder of the depth of our relationship. And I think that like going to my daughter's opening, we left it on a really high note. And I think I didn't want to, like if I really thought, you know, I didn't know if, I wanted to go to my daughter's thing on a high note and I wanted my daughter to enjoy her thing. And I had already made plans with my parents and there was a strong likelihood that he was going to say no. And we already got to see each other and have a good time on those terms. I didn't have to bring other energy into it, because going and meeting the family in such a spontaneous way, it's a big, going to be with the family. But on the other hand, I could see it as the most natural thing. Of course, come with me to go see the family. There's like two sides to it, the paradox of it. Like it could be, also for my daughter, It's saying something, coming to her opening with him. If he did say yes, but then that's even having to go through the barrier of would he say yes? You see how overthought all this is. I think that's why. That's why, because it throws you into like these mind loops. Like it's not detrimental. And that's where you get into thinking instead of just feeling. And I think that let's look at that aspect of it. Because I honestly think that by the way I was feeling, that there were so many mixed emotions in there that everything happens for a reason and for a purpose. And there's a reason why, you know, I didn't invite him. And to just trust my intuition on that, because there's divine timing to this, and to go against myself and say you could have, what if, that is silly, because I couldn't have, and there is no what if because it didn't. And the reasons are many, and for the most part the reasons are because I was following my emotions and my intuition. And if there were all those different mixed emotions going on there, I guess I couldn't contain, like, it didn't feel right for me yet to bring all of that. Sometimes if you try to force something and you don't just follow the feeling patterns of it, things turn out. Um, I have examples of that. I have examples of pushing things too far, and instead of just bending them a little bit, you break them, and then there's a lot of repair work to do there. And that's when you come in without your feelers on. You come into situations and trying to force them into a way that you want, and then you start arguing, and the other side is completely closed off to hear you, because it's like when you push it, when you're in and you push the walls a little bit, then you broaden the boundaries, and you can slowly expand. When you go in like a elephant ramming forward, that doesn't work. You get force back, so you hit up against a wall. Well, there we go. I alchemized that. That went through, because we started at a point where I was feeling like there was a lost opportunity. But then by the end of that, I understand that there is no such thing as a lost opportunity. Everything happens as it happens for a reason, and there's a reason. There's all sorts of reasons why. And also, not I wouldn't want to put him into a situation like that. But then I also have the other side of trust him. When I trust him to hold up his part of the situation, then that will come at ease. Those things, but I think that the divine timing has to come in here, because if that is what I felt and the reasons that I had were in place, that's what it was. That's just what was. And we had a really good time, and it was really easy. And my daughter did, and her boyfriend did a spectacular job at that place, all the way down to the food. They even have a vegan burger, which is really nice. Okay, I think we did full circle on that. So thank you for watching. I want to do another video about channeling and what it is.